Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is Interjections 106. The interjection today is hip hip hooray! Okay, if somebody wants a screenshot, do it right now. Let's get right to it. If someone says hip hip hooray, it is usually used as a way of saying congratulations or cheering for a particular person or event. It is heard in many movies and at real events. It is often repeated several times, so you rarely hear just one hip hip hooray. Hip hip by itself dates back to the 1700s and early 1800s as an attention getter. So it was a way to get somebody's attention. So you wanted somebody's attention, you might say hip hip, kind of like that. Thus, it was often used before making a toast to get attention of a group or crowd. So if you're going to make a toast, you say hip hip, like everybody listen to me now. Okay, hooray seems to be a variant of hooray, spelled a different way, meaning a victory cheer or simply to mean one is merry. There are others online who suggest a more negative origin connected to Nazism. The theory suggests that hip hip is a variant of hep hep, which Nazis used to say to Jews. The hep was a Latin acronym for the Latin words Hierosolyma est perdita, meaning Jerusalem is lost. So this must be Jerusalem. Est is definitely is, and perdita is lost in Latin. Okay, good. It was originally used during the Hep Hep riots in the early 1800s. Others, however, claim hip hip predates this. So the hip hip used as an attention getter was around even earlier than this, maybe even back to the 1790s or something like that. So if that's true, then maybe that was the real connection. Okay, and we got three examples. Here's the first one. Let's hear a cheer for John, the hero of today's game. Okay, hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray. So that's just the way you may hear it. Number two, three cheers for our victory. Hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray. And sometimes people even say, like, how many? Here's to our soldiers for winning a great battle. Hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray. Okay. I hope you got it. I hope it was clear. I hope it was very informative. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.